You say my look good in my tight little dress. Suck it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure eight when me wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need the weight. If you get it to the top of the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up all night. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When my talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. 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 Come on, baby, what you tryna do? I'm tryna pull up on you like a drive-through. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. And no run back here. It's a touchback, but with the new rule in effect, with the ball bouncing in the landing zone, they'll start this drive at their own 20.
Man, I just saw your record 11-2.
The drive begins at the 20.
I said I just saw your record at 11-2. I was gonna say who is the Royals?
They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Back on the ground and back to right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled.
You got rid of Harris?
It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, though. I didn't think that was you.
He'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd
I saw that.
down, like living in these 3rd and long
Yeah, I saw that going on. I was like, man, who's that he playing? I thought it was Flash for a minute.
Wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Oh, no, he took. I had him beat. And I just threw a bad pick late.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
You got Porter Jr. over there at least to build on.
right up. This is right. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw.
Oh!
There's Kyle Pitts with the grab.
Mm,
Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage,
Yeah,
but will
nah,
not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense,
Yeah, as long as he getting some wins, yeah, he will.
2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And the Eagles have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things.
Oh, man.
To win, to back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 million, coach came to me like a big one, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So
Tell me what you want. Do you have a day tomorrow? Easter egg thing? On the Easter egg thing?
Went through. J. Cole said his memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me. They never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey 6'2", dark skin with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight.
You may not have enough people at one position or something. You may have too many injuries at one position. So they ain't have another body in there that'll desync sometimes.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Hardy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see
the easy
INT
pick.
and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
To the air, 3rd and long. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Has room down the left sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown.
Yeah, you better go find what's your boy Dugan or somebody.
Brock wanted so badly to
your
keep
Max
that opening
Dugan or
series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and
He
they
had a good,
jumped on it.
he ain't had a good season. He hadn't had a good season.
Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Zach Bond with the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
Thanks, sir.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Wright running out of the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Yeah, he did.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That throw finds Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. He'll look to throw. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers first down. First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Wright is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown.
Yeah.
The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7.
So we'll probably do 1 or 2 more seasons here, but we're gonna once they drop the draft classes and stuff. Yeah, we'll launch one with the rookies on that team. Who you try to get the bad?
And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
I don't know when he started going to the bed.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
Who is?
2nd and 10 now. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6.
It was.
You get a pick 6.
I
You
did.
get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6.
Yeah.
Returning it from the 4.
It ain't bad.
He stopped on the return at the 27.
He brought 29.
They're out and set.
I guess Chicago feel like they got a chance now, so they said we're going all in.
They run it with Saquon Barkley.
Oh, you blocked, dog.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 11. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. A play fake now hurts to throw. Rolling down to his, trying to get away from the pressure.
Man, he ain't throw that over.
And they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Yeah, but I feel like the Bears and took a tight end damn near every year in the draft. I know. Warren took. They move them all over the field.
Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught off a tackle, but lost the football. And they pick it up, still got a chance at a touchdown. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
My man ain't supposed to fumble that. Man ain't supposed to fumble that ball. No way.
And it makes it 1st and goal. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead.
Crazy part is I did a possession catch. He was supposed to catch the fall anyway.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with... Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
On first down, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All right, all set up now. First and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Buying some time right. This one finds Goddard. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry up here.
73. Hey, 73. 63.
Hurts.
Oh,
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Great. Set.
Hurts throwing again. This one's caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. You're going to run with Barkley. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the turnover into a lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. It's out of harm's way.
let me hit it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Let's see if we can make it cough it up one more time.
It's going to be third down and 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this is incomplete. Check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't pitched and taken the other way. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He's fielded at the 14. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. First and 10. Here's Hurts.
Come on, man. Y'all got it.
Intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right
That's
down
trash.
the middle. And the Steelers tie this game at 21.
I'd have seen one in the game, not two back-to-back.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
He'd be wondering why I run the ball. Man, start doing dumb shit like that.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Working quickly here.
Easy, 63,
On second down, here's Barkley. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles with a 4th and 2. The Eagles are in punt formation. Cordero Patterson to return for the Steelers. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will take over possession.
That man got Metcalf over there going crazy.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. They're working a couple of yards past the line. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They'll try and throw it here. Completed here to Pickens. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Wright.
Stop trying to big hit.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
No,
a big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now a run with Wright. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and inches here.
Ooh.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Running behind center with Wright. And he's brought down.
Offside.
There's some
There's Slay
on
over
the field. Pretty easy call to
got
make.
Melly running in circle. Photo play. That's
Now
stupid.
he gets a talking to from his coach. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. He hits it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Here's a throw. And the defender comes away with it. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Hey, 73,
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
We can't block. We can't block Queen. Huh?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
great.
They'll stick with the ground game here.
Oh, get out the way.
Got some running room for a nice gain. So
Hey,
we're through
gone.
2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Blitz coming here, Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit some.
Oh, Bob, look, Taylor.
Another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Look, Bob.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hand off, running left, right.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Headed out right. Down the run right. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
2 fumble touchdown, basically. They gonna call him interception, but they really just fumble.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's got to gain a 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Hey, no touch that. No touch.
They go to Barkley again.
What are you doing? We mic'd him up. What are we doing?
This one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast.
Back at the 35-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Goddard brings it in on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll send out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. A give to right. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Get off the field. Yes, get off the field.
One-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards.
There we go. Good coverage, yeah.
Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Kyle up, Yeti.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11
Kyle up, Yeti.
at the 19-yard line.
No touch.
Here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st and 10
No
at
touch.
the 32-yard line.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
No touch.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Wrong button. Jesus Christ.
Oh, they get him yet again. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception
They got
of
what
this
he supposed
season.
to be over.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
This is right, running left. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Milton Williams making the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
They run again with Wright. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Right again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell.
2 TJ Watt touchdown.
They're leading 14.
Eagles 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Yeah. If they took your superstar, I took mine out too.
Offense ready
Braun.
to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. Don't touch.
Running left. This is Barkley. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's another carry for Barkley.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
This
That's
defense
right.
continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the
Markel and
line.
everything. They just don't touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That pass complete to Goddard. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Working quickly here.
63. 10. Don't touch.
Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception.
Guys, don't jump.
And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
Yeah.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He throws a bullet to the
Look
slot.
at
It
this.
connects on
Look
the
at
deep
that.
shot. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Here's a give for Wright. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And that one is incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game.
Nobody.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Able to find Dotson here.
Come on,
he does
dog.
quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
Can't get
They'll
one
break the
down
huddle
like
and
this,
come
man.
up on 1st and goal.
Don't touch it. Don't touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 14. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Great. Set. No touch.
Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for two.
No touch. Set.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
No touch.
They want to run it across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. So just inside the 2-minute warning, they have to get the onside kick back. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got one timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
Here's Wright on the carry. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now a run with Wright. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards.
And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers lead by 15 now.
42. Eagles, 27. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense